I think that we see a lot of the time that neighborhoods tend to mobilize around controversial issues, things that upset them, when art really gives us an opportunity to engage with each other and come together in a way that's really positive and constructive. Then we can have our first interactions with each other, and they're really, really joyful interactions. And I think that that's really important.
2 years ago, we embarked on an ambitious project with the city of Roanoke, Virginia, and the Roanoke Cultural Endowment to produce 6 episodes of Buzz starring arts and culture. Over the first 5 episodes, we featured the nonprofits that put on the annual Roanoke Arts Pop. We also highlighted the intersection between the arts and health and wellness, public schools, even economic development. Here in this final episode, I'm working with my good friends at Roanoke Valley Television as we look beyond the usual art suspects to the streets, parks, even homes close to where we live, all as we explore that classic Mr. Rogers question that Roanoke artists will be asking throughout 2024. Won't you be my neighbor?
My name is Douglas Jackson. I'm the Arts and Culture Coordinator for the City of Roanoke, Virginia.
My name is Molly Hunter. I'm the Neighborhood Services Coordinator for the City of Roanoke, and I work with a lot of the neighborhood organizations, making sure that they have access to city resources.
The City of Roanoke really believes in the arts as a tool for becoming a better community. It adds a lot to our physical environment and engages people. And so we oversee funding for arts and cultural organizations, invest in programming for our citizens. We oversee the public art programs. We have sculpture on the streets. We've got two-dimensional artwork inside buildings. And then we oversee planning for arts and culture and ask the question, how can we do more with the creativity we have in our community?
I think that we see a lot of the time that neighborhoods tend to mobilize around controversial issues, things that upset them, when art really gives us an opportunity to engage with each other and come together in a way that's really positive and constructive. Then we can have our first interactions with each other, and they're really, really joyful interactions. And I think that that's really important.
Using art to help heal a neighborhood's wounds is not new for Roanoke, as can be seen at the city's Civic Center, built in the 1970s over a once thriving African American community in the name of urban renewal.
We are here to honor the community of Old Northeast. This community where the Berglund Center is now used to be a thriving community of African Americans in the Northeast area. And the nickname of this community by many of the people who lived here, the nickname was Tank Town. So we are here to honor those people. We wanted to put a plaque here to honor the folks in Northeast. And so myself and Richard Chubb came here to meet with the Berglund Center staff, and that led to Doug Jackson and Robin contacting myself and Bryce Cobbs to honor Northeast with a mural. And so that's how I got in contact with this.
So today we're going to be unveiling three different things. First, we're going to be unveiling the painting I did for the Gainsboro community. We got to interview a lot of people from the community that were affected by the urban renewal back in the 50s, and it was just a fun experience to get us to let us know what the community needs and how the community was hurting from that. And we're going to be unveiling a painting that I actually did in response to that. And also we're going to be revealing the mural outside. It's actually the same painting, but it's just put on the wall. So it's going to be a really, really grand experience. And lastly, we're going to be also unveiling the names of the parlor rooms that the Berglund Center actually renamed in honor of some of the community members from Gainsboro. I just really wanted to kind of understand what the community was feeling, and I wanted to kind of see it from their perspective. A lot of times people don't really understand how bad and how much it impacted these people, and I wanted to kind of translate that into the painting. And I also wanted to give a piece of myself in the work, because I love just having that personal feeling inspired in my painting. So I just really wanted to tell that story and give the people of the community something to be proud of.
Just, make sure that we pay attention to the communities that are no longer here and that are here still. These communities are often forgotten because we can't visually see these communities, but the people are real, the homes are real, and the community is real. So just always remember where we come from.
There's also the Empathy Project public art show that shares the stories of those who have suffered loss from gun violence.
The Empathy Project, man, we finally launched it. I'm excited about it. The families are excited. We had a great turnout. It's just exciting. It's really exciting for people to know and learn more about this project. The idea or the mission was to find those individuals who are gang involved and service them. So as I'm going through the community to try to find these individuals, I'm running into victims. The victims, victim after victim after victim. I just don't leave them there, so I listen to their story. I'm like, man, this is really impactful. And I ask, who's come to your house to support you? No one. So you're here struggling with this alone. We as a community got to do better. And it was victim after victim, family after family member. Then I got to a point like, I need to do something. And then I was like, what do we do? What do we do? Then Doug Jackson put my hand inside of Jane Gabriel's hand. And Jane Gabriel had the same idea. And she brought a proposal about the Empathy Project. I was like, this is great. We already got it written out. We got an idea. We bring in Brian to do the spoken word. She's the visual artist. We bring that person back to life and shoot them back around the community to create empathy. And that's how it happened.
We met with all the families, a couple of them several times, and we just sat around their dining room table or in their living room floor and heard the stories, where they were when they got the news, how it has affected them, and we just tried to put Brian's case, put words to it, and in my case, make a visual statement about it.
It gives them a voice. It gives them a voice. It doesn't make them feel alone. It gives them an opportunity to talk to somebody about their hurt, their pain, and to actually work them through it, you know, and that they're a valued member of the community. Just because their loved one has transitioned doesn't mean that you as a family have to transition. And it gives them an opportunity to be able to reach out to others who are suffering in the same way to support them.
Neighborhoods have long been a building block for a strong community. And I heard the mayor the other night say, if we have strong neighborhoods, we have a strong city. And we really believe in that. And the arts are more than kind of two-dimensional products or three-dimensional products. The arts are a process, and creativity is a process. And we really want to draw on that process and grow that process throughout our community. We believe that everybody's creative. And if we are focusing that creativity on the world around us, on our neighbors, on being the best place that we can, we think we can achieve anything.
Doug Jackson is amazing. I'm really lucky. I've been in this position for 4 months, and I got here and I'm just kind of like hanging on to Doug's coattails. He has really set up an amazing group of people, and the fact that I'm getting to step into this role and benefit from all of the hard work that he has already done, I'm very, very grateful. He's amazing.
So we're asking artists to kind of step out there. We're going to put a call out this fall, and we're going to say, artists, how could you use your arts to make a neighborhood a better place? And the idea is that we'll have then content, we'll have engagements, performances, workshops, that a neighborhood can say, hey, we want to dance together or learn how to dance together and then dance together and see where that takes us.
I hope that we get more requests than we can keep up with. It's something that I'm going to be, and already am, pushing really hard with all the neighborhood organizations that I already have contact with. I know that it's something that they're really interested in doing, especially as we're trying to engage younger people in our neighborhood organizations. Having activities that kids can do is really important and really, really exciting.
We've got a lot of confidence in our artists. We've got confidence in our neighborhoods that they're going to take advantage of this. But what we really need are the marketing tools to connect the artist with the neighborhoods.
To help Doug Jackson and the city get some buzz for Arts Connect Neighbors, I reached out to my good friend John Anstey, co-owner of Anstey Hodge Advertising.
I'm John Anstey. I'm the president of Anstey Hodge Advertising Group here in Roanoke. We're a full-service digital marketing agency, about 20 people strong. We specialize in senior living marketing, and we're a Google partner agency. Since we got started back in 2003, we've always been committed to the arts. My business partner, David Hodge, has a Bachelor of Fine Arts. I'm a business guy. You don't want me doing the art, but I have a great appreciation for art. And all the members of our team on the creative side are really artists. But since we've gotten started, we've worked across the board, from performing arts to donating services to Mill Mountain Theater, to fine arts at the Taubman Museum of Art, as well as the Eleanor D. Wilson Museum out at Hollins University. I love the idea of the project of Arts Connect Neighbors. I think art is vitally important, and I think it's something that brings people together regardless of your economics, background. I think it's a great project. We're excited to get behind it. And I think it does. I think it connects people, and it's a great opportunity to get people together, and using art as a tool to do that, I think is wonderful. If I had to put a value on what it is that we're doing, both from a print standpoint and a digital standpoint, it would probably be about $20,000 if we build a client for this. We've been here for 20 years, and we've always given back over the years to the community, and I think this is a great project that we can help Roanoke and neighbors and the arts community with.
So we hope to produce a catalog, an online catalog, and an actual paper catalog, where a group of neighbors who they might be used to working together, they might have worked together in the past, they might be new to each other, can sit down and look at the catalog and kind of dream a little bit. And we've got resources at the city where we will pay the artist to provide that engagement, the workshop, the performance. We're rolling our sleeves up and showing ourselves what the arts can do to create stronger neighborhoods. So this is really a meaningful process. We want to get as many people as engaged and dreaming about it as possible. And very importantly, we want to have a lot of fun doing it.
We're excited to work with you. Just hearing about the project and arts connecting neighborhoods, it's right up our alley. I mean, at our core, we're an arts organization, just commercial arts. And I think with some marketing strategy behind this and some other ideas and maybe some digital advertising that we can do for you as well, Doug, that will make this a success. And we'd love to see you have the inaugural year in 2024 and then continue that. So we're excited. Anstey Hodge is excited to work with you.
Team, I have been smiling this entire time. When we thought about what this might be, it's just a little bit of a dream. But talking to you, I can see this coming to life in a really spectacular way. So thank you for all you're putting into this.
While the Anstey Hodge team got to work marketing the program, I got to work visiting some of its people and places.
So we started this project on the 4th of July, and over the past few months, off and on, we've had, I think, 15 community days on weekends and throughout certain weeks. And we finished the 9th Street murals about a month and a half ago, and then over here on 13th Street, once we bumped over, that took us another 6 or 7 weeks. So the overall vision was to create an experience that was unique to Roanoke in terms of what art has looked like and what it can look like for our area. And we were able to incorporate, like I said, 10 to 15 different mural days where we were able to invite a certain number of people over to the mural and be able to really share in the experience. And I've always said that the artistic experience is even more powerful when you share it with someone else. And so that unique vision that the city had was something that complemented what I wanted out of this project very nicely. So if you look at the murals, both 9th Street and over here on 13th Street, we did have streets of southeast and downtown Roanoke that are featured within the murals, so people can come pick out and see where they live, what street they might live on, since it is something that I wanted to be engaging to the community. Besides that, we had imagery from the Greenway, local wildlife, dragonflies, fireflies, green herons, cedar waxwings, all sorts of birds and wildlife you'd see here on the Greenway, just to bring that extra touch of joy to an already beautiful space.
1, 2, 3.
I am Bernadette B.J. Lark, founder and artistic director of Community Arts Reach.
Brian Coonahan. I'm not from Roanoke. I actually grew up in Ireland, but I've lived here for 20 years as a teacher. I'm an artist in residence for the city of Roanoke and helped create the Daisy Art Parade.
My name is Tahisha Woods. I live in the Southwest neighborhood here in Roanoke, and I'm an emerging performing arts artist.
My name is Dr. Simone Patterson. I was born and educated in Australia, and I came here in 2004 and became an American citizen in 2011. I took early retirement from academic life because I wanted to be a full-time artist. But more than that, I wanted to show the community that I was living in that arts could change your life, or in fact, it could actually save your life.
Community Arts Reach is a nonprofit organization targeting service to underserved youth and families in the Northwest community, of course, and then beyond. Northwest tends to be an area of more BIPOC community, so Black, Indigenous, people of color, so when I say BIPOC, with some lower income families and opportunities that we believe youth should be able to experience through arts, because we know the power of what arts can present. Arts has the power to transform, be a conduit into bridges of hope, often offer safe space for youth and community. It's just an abundance of goodness when you're talking about arts. Visually, when you're talking about the performing arts, it's just a lot that we can offer. And we often remind our youth and families that you hold value and you have the ability to offer whatever that goodness is in your own way and support. And together we come together and we share those gifts and talents.
Dizzy Art Parade was an art project last year that was initiated through the Arts Commission, and it was an opportunity to see how we can bring people together again and enjoy and celebrate diversity, inclusion, and wellness and justice in Roanoke. So it had a lot of heavy lifting to do, but we had a good time doing that. It's a long and cumbersome name, but the idea originally was to daisy chain people's art making together. So one community can work separately, different community in a different neighborhood might make their own art. And finally in the parade is when you get to see all of the work come together. And those building communities, those making communities can get to promote each other and let people know that there's other groups out there doing it. It helps to defeat the silo situation that we're in, especially after COVID. It's about getting people to meet each other. Yeah.
I am not from Roanoke. I'm a native of Florida, born in North Carolina. Yeah, South Florida, beach baby. I actually initially came some years ago because I had some contacts here and I participated in the volunteer work with the Haitian refugee community. And that actually, I think, built this love I have for dance that has African roots, because I learned the language and lived with these people for years. But it's only been the past few years I was really able to see those connections back to just West African traditions.
As a young person, art saved my life. It gave me my raison d'etre. It gave me my purpose. And so much joy can be found in the arts. Not that you need to be happy 101% of the time, because being an artist, whether you're a musician, actor, dancer, painter, or embroidery artist, you're still going to have difficulties. But having that purpose in mind to bring something into the world, to create, because really that's why we're here. And why not do something that makes the community a better place, a stronger place, a safer place, a happier place.
So with Arts Connect, I'm planning just to do a continuum of some of the work we've already been doing. I want to offer an opportunity, it likely will be in spring or summer, where we will be engaging, I would say, over 120 youth and giving an opportunity for them to display and share the things that we've been rehearsing, the things that we've been working on to create, any particular pieces of art. So I want to connect in that vein for Arts Connect.
In 2024, I'm going to revisit the Dizzy Art Parade and try to make that bigger. And part of what I'm really excited about is this Arts Connect's Neighbors is a way to make it more connected with more parts of our city. So you really don't have to be an artist. You can just be a group of people who want to connect with each other. And art can be the way to do that. Just like sitting and watching a football game can connect people. Sitting down around a table with paste and torn bits of paper and making something can be a very stress relieving and a conversation building opportunity. I like to think of it as a chance for people to talk to each other, not in an elevator pitch frame of mind, but in sort of a 2-hour peeling the potatoes kind of conversation. And I think that makes us more authentic with each other. We don't have to present what our angle is, and we can become relaxed and more vulnerable and open to have people meet us as people.
For 2024, actually, my presentation or workshop series is called You Belong in This Circle, African Collective Dance. And it really harkens back to the ancient wisdom traditions of West Africa, where the whole community would gather for various events, and dance was integral to these events. And everybody was welcome in the circle, everyone had a place there. For some dances, anyone could participate. And it just inspires a feeling of togetherness and connectedness that I think our community could only grow and benefit from.
So Ukestra is part of the Arts Connect catalogue. It's a 5-week course for people who have never played a musical instrument before but have always been dying to. If guitar has been too hard, ukulele, the instrument for you. Ukestra, adult only, ukulele orchestra. We usually do a Christmas concert and we march in the Daisy Art Parade, and it's just about having fun and making connections. And yeah, sure, you might be a bit embarrassed, but we all are, because we all sing out of tune sometimes, but we do have fun.
On the big day, we're raking leaves.
So here we are at Anstey Hodges service station, their headquarters in Gainsboro in Roanoke, and we have hot off the presses the new Arts Connect Neighbors catalog. Today we've invited artists, we've invited our partners, we've invited neighborhood leaders to come and be the first ones to get a whole kit, and it has some directions on how to use it. It has the catalog. We've got pins and a tote bag that helps people share what this is and have conversations.
I cannot say how excited I am to be part of this project and the impact that it's going to have, that people can bring artists and performers and creative people to provide opportunities in the neighborhoods that will be free. So it's just so exciting to be part of it, and I'm really thankful for it.
I'm really excited for Art Connect's Neighbors to use some of these local artists to help draw out maybe different people in the neighborhood and give them a safe space where they can get to know each other and learn each other's names and just be a more united community.
We're so excited to be partnering with Buzz for Good and Arts Connect Neighbors to help promote all these events going on around the city, and I think our audience is going to be really excited about it.
Facilitating, collaborating, and being a part of this 6-part Buzz series, highlighting the arts in the many facets that they play in the city of Roanoke, has been incredibly rewarding on so many fronts. We've bridged partners, we've developed more of a connection across the city, and also we've really identified and kind of unearthed and shown through this series just how important the arts are in so many facets of our life. This is the 6th episode in the series, and I couldn't be more excited with the beautiful catalog, all the artists that have come in and developed and are going to bring their work out into neighborhoods, and our neighborhoods are going to be stronger for it. So really, really exciting for the Roanoke Cultural Endowment to be a part of this, and thank you, Buzz, for what you've done.
You know, we've never seen this done before. We just created it. It seemed like the right thing to do. So this is one big experiment, and we've got a lot of people involved in it. And we can't wait to see how it activates neighborhood leaders that never imagined themselves as neighborhood leaders. We can't wait to see the connections between arts organizations and neighborhoods. We really don't know what's going to come out of this, and that's where some of the great excitement is.